What's up, guys? I hope you can hear me. I hope you enjoy the show. Here we go. What up, what up, what up? It's Hank McCoy here. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm doing all right tonight. I'm doing all right. I was on YouTube and stuff and I was looking at some stuff or whatever, some worldly news and stuff like that. And I came across this one topic that really jumped off the screen to me. So I kind of wanted to share that with y'all, and I hope you like the content. So, anyways, what I'm talking about, basically, the main topic is it's about this Nashville Christian school shooting. I'm not sure if you guys even heard about it. Um, I kind of briefly heard about it, like right when it happened a couple days ago, and I don't know. I didn't really pay it too much attention because there's so much going on in the world. You know what I mean? There's so much going on in the world, and it's hard to pay attention to everything. But I don't know. For some reason, this little story right here jumped right off, like came back into my head. So, anyways, yeah, Nashville Christian school shooting. So yeah, 6 people dead. 6 people dead. Innocent people at that, right? Church going Christian people, innocent, dead for nothing. Um, so who did it? Everybody's asking, right? Who really did it? That's the first thing that I ask. Who did it, right? So they're saying it was a female, right? A woman named Audrey Hale. She's 28 out of Nashville. And yeah, apparently she's the one that did it. And what's crazy about it, right? Is that she actually went to this school growing up as a kid, I guess. So that's a little plot twist right there. You know what I mean? So yeah, I guess what they're saying is that she identifies as a transgender male. So I don't know if anybody knows what that means, but she's a transgender. So a transgender shot up an innocent Christian school and killed 6 people. That's what's happened. Right? Nobody really knows why she did it. Um, there is a manifesto and um, a last will and testament and all that stuff like that. Uh, but I mean, does it really matter why she did it? Does it really make a difference why she drove up in there, shot through the front school doors? There's glass doors in the front. She shot right through those, stepped in, and then just went from classroom to classroom and just started shooting people. It's a little bit it's kind of ridiculous. I don't know how anybody feels about that, but that doesn't really sit too well with it. So yeah, she ended up killing 3 senior citizens who were teachers and faculty, and she also killed 3 innocent 9-year-old children. May they rest in peace, all of them. You know? more of my thoughts, I say, this is evil at its finest, man. I'm gonna be real with you. This is straight evil, and some people might feel a type of way about that, about what I'm saying, but I'm saying it because that's how I feel. I mean, it's wrong. Um, I think the world's headed in the wrong direction. I mean, if you just turn on the news for 30 minutes, you know, 30 minutes is all you need, and you'll see what everything's about now. It's just ridiculous. It's Sodom and Gomorrah. It's the Tower of Babel. It's everything. It's freaking World War III about to happen. It's insanity, straight insanity. So let me be more honest. I don't agree with transgender or LGBTQ. I don't agree with any of that. But it isn't up to me to really sit there and judge people. I leave that for Allah or God or whoever. I know what it's like to be judged, so I kind of I kind of shy away from that at times. I'm not perfect, and sometimes, yeah, I do judge people. Anybody that's out there sitting there saying that they don't and they never have is a damn lie. I'm calling you out. I don't care if your name's Ned Flanders. You judge somebody at some point in your life, and you know what it's like to be judged. So I can say that at least. Although I don't agree with LGBTQ or homosexuality or transsexuals or transgenders, that doesn't mean they're still not people because they are. They're still people. So we must be wary of that. And we need to treat people accordingly. So yeah, like I said, she had a manifesto and all that jazz and all that. I don't think anybody really cares about that because you know what, man, she killed a bunch of innocent people. It was for no reason. In my eyes, it's for no reason. All right. So what you're seeing now is, I'm sorry, there isn't any sound to the video right now. I'm sorry, but what you were seeing right there that was the cops going in there. They stormed into there, and that's her right there. That's the girl. That's the transgender girl that went up into the school and shot everybody. But that beginning, see that what you were seeing right there, that was police entering there and shutting that whole shit down. They caught her in the hallway and they gunned her down. That's it. She's dead. May her soul rest in peace. I mean, like I said, everybody's a human, man. You know, you can't fight fire with fire. You fight fire with fire. What's that do? It makes the fire bigger, doesn't it? You ever been camping? You ever set a fire? You ever done anything with fire? It makes it bigger. It don't extinguish it. It makes it a lot worse. So yeah, that was a little bit ridiculous, you know, for me to wake up. I'm rolling up my blunt. I'm chilling, minding my business. You know, I might have seen it on my phone or something, scrolling around or whatever. You know how you do it when you wake up or whatever. You might check your Facebook or you might check your Instagram or whatever you got. You know me, I got like world news and stuff on my phone. You know what I'm saying? I got the news and stuff. I think that comes with like old age, man. Because I never used to really care about the news. So it's like, damn, what is this world coming to, right? There's so many questions, man, and not enough answers, not enough time. Just too many damn questions, man. So let's break some stuff down, right? Here's a question for you. What's the difference between a transgender and a transsexual? And no, this isn't a joke. I know it started off like one. I'm sorry, but it's a legitimate question. Now, see, that was one of the questions I asked myself too once I found out that the shooter was transgender. I was like, what? What the hell is that? Like, eh. So I did a little research. What is a transgender? Okay, so to simplify, simplify it. Excuse me, I spoke math once. I'm sorry. Transgender is someone who identifies or feels like a male or female. Okay, so if a woman feels like she's a man and identifies more with men, then she's considered a transgender male, and vice versa for men. So Audrey, who was the shooter of the that Christian school, she was born a woman biologically, but she identified herself as a male, and she also took on the name or moniker Aiden. Okay, so Audrey was going by the name Aiden in her male form or whatever. I don't know what it's called. I'm not trying to really disrespect nobody. So what's a transsexual? Okay, so basically a transsexual, right, is basically a transgender who actually makes the physical changes to their sexual organs, like having a sex change and getting on hormone regimens that promote whatever gender they want to be. Okay, so that's pretty simple. Transsexual goes all the way with it. Okay, they got it. Larry Johnson, they're cutting it down all the way down to Muggsy Bogues or whatever. You know what I mean? They're taking a hee haw with the hee haw. You know what I mean? That's it. It's gone. And then I don't know what's the process for women or whatever. I don't know how they do that, but yeah, I'm sure it's a process. So that's the difference between the two, right? So really, transgender is more of like a mental state. It's how a person feels. It isn't physical. It's how a person feels. Okay, keep that in mind. All right. So one day Billy might wake up and be like, you know what? I feel like Sarah today. You heard me? One day Billy might wake up and say, I feel like Sarah today. Okay. It's as easy as that, right? Now, That's how I'm looking at it. I'm sure it's not that easy, especially for the person who's actually going through that. For me, I'm a stupid ass American. It's real cut and dry for me. I'm one of them dumb ass Americans. But I'm trying to understand, okay? Because I know what it feels like to be on the other end of that. Okay. I didn't shoot up a school and shit like that. You know, I might have I probably did robberies or, you know, extreme violence and stuff like that. Not as extreme as shooting up a school. That's crazy, man. Like, or maybe shooting up places, people, enemies and stuff like that. Transgender is the mental state. Transsexual is the whole physical package, so to speak. Pulse. So, like I said, respectfully, I'm gonna have to disagree with it, not because I don't recognize them as a people, but I believe it to be detrimental to our society. And that's real, man. I'm just keeping it a whole hundred. All right. And you're probably like, well, why does he think that? What you're entitled to think, you know what I mean, and say and believe. I mean, everybody is entitled to their opinions. Okay. An opinion doesn't make it fact. All right. It's just an opinion. Some people like to hear people's opinions, and some people don't. You know, I'm open. Okay. I'd love to hear your opinion on it. I would love to hear it because I'm certainly going to give you mine. But I mean, to be all the way real with you, I believe it causes confusion and creates chaos. I mean, like let's look at it. For whatever reason she had, whether it was a cry for help or an act of desperation, she had zero right. Let me repeat that. Zero right to murder some elderly teachers and some 9-year-old kids. That is insanity. What the hell are we doing here? What is this earth about? What are we doing? Man, this is like stuff like this is like literally the reason I smoke so much. Like, yo, I have like really bad anxiety, right? And that's from being in the system, you know, half my life, more than that, actually, like 3/4 of it. It's retarded, man. That's a whole nother story that I have to unpack that boy. Whew, that's gonna take a long time to unpack. That might be a freaking 8-part series, or I might not even say nothing because I done heard everybody's stories on YouTube and all that, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, all right. You know, some of them are appealing, some of them are, tragic, sad. Some of them I can look at it, people and hear it and be like, yo, you lying, definitely, for a fact. Stop, sit your ass down, be quiet. So it's always a choice. Maybe I'll tell it, maybe I won't. Who knows? It depends on how I feel. But anyways, we'll get back to this. It's insanity, sheer insanity. And what did anyone really learn? Like, what lesson was learned here? How to walk up into a Christian school and kill some innocent kids and elderly? I'm like, damn, man, what's really good, man? You can't get away from it. It's everywhere. You go outside, you go on the block, dudes is banging on each other. Oh, another one dead. They're dead in the hood. You go to the suburbs. Oh, you think you're safe? You might be in a movie theater watching freaking Batman or something, and here they come with the assault rifles, shooting everything up. Meanwhile, taking all the guns away from all the minorities. Yeah, I said it. They gave us all felonies. If you white too, man, and you got a felony, you a minority now too. Believe that. Believe that. Because once them rights are gone, boy, that's it. You ain't nothing. You're the bottom of the barrel. It don't matter how tough you are, boy. So we're sitting there looking at this girl, right, who identifies as a boy, because she went in there dressed up like a soft ass boy that you could really just punch in the face, right? But she was strapped. She had the AR rifle with her, and she also had the AR pistol with her. So she came there to do some real damage. Now, in the manifesto, I'm hearing that she had it all planned out. She knew where all the exits were. She knew where all the escapes were, wherever you could get out of there. She knew what to do. Man, just watching the footage of her just blasting through the front doors like that was, it just it made my heart sink, man. And I felt a lump in my throat, and I felt like, it hurt me, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's Ramadan. Yeah, you know, I don't even want to talk about it. I haven't been on my game in years. Let me confess, it's been years. So I ain't gonna sit here and talk about, Ramadan and stuff like that. But during Ramadan, this is what's happening. Sad, man. Sad. It's really, really, really sad. Really sad. This is what our kids gotta look forward to. I know everybody got kids. Most of y'all. I got mad kids, man. I got 5 kids. Yeah, 5. And we all live together. Okay. I got a real family, right? And I got 2 little ones, right? I got a 7 and a 9-year-old, right? Imagine that they was at school. Imagine that they went there that day. Imagine if it was them. That's how I felt when I seen them videos, man. Just trying to understand it. I'm just trying to understand, just like everybody else is. I mean, but yeah, I know y'all. I know some of y'all got daughters out there. You know what I mean, and young sons and all that. Yeah, I mean, So I was thinking about my daughter. I was like, yo, you know, how would I feel if, or you know what? Let me ask you this. How would you feel if all your daughter wanted to grow up and be was the best woman she could? And then all of a sudden, she gets that dream snatched away from her by some man who feels like he's a woman. I mean, yo, doesn't that sound unfair? Like, look how they doing it in the sports, man, right now, right? The transgender and mixed sports and all that. Like, what's going on, man? What's really good? What's really good? Yo, I watched a guy, right, who identified as a trans woman, right, beat on a woman. He was beating the hell out of her, crushing her, man, crushing her. He was crushing her. That's him right there. Look at that man's strength. Look at that man's strength. Unbelievable. Did you see the strength? Those body blows were devastating her. Oh, you didn't see it? Okay, let's see something else then. Unbelievable. 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 Like, it's just not fair at all. That's a man beating on a woman. Straight up. Look, he's eating all of those. He's eating them all. Eating all those punches. He ate all those punches. Like, her hardest shots did nothing to him. Nothing to him. And she's a good fighter, man. If that was like any other chick, she probably would have did her thing, yo. Again, the power of a man. All right. If that was a woman, right? If she was fighting a woman, she would have knocked that girl right out just now. This is what we're looking at. This is ridiculous. Do you see this? Hold on. It ain't over yet. Hold on. Check this out. Look, she's getting her. You know what I mean? She's getting him. Oh, but then he just comes in and does his thing, man. I mean, if that was two girls, you know what I mean? That girl would have just rocked her, you know what I mean? But that's a man versus a woman right there. You know what I mean? So he ate all them shots and came back in for more and just handled her, manhandled her. Just manhandled the shit out of her, man. It's so sad, man. So sad. You know, I don't know how anyone feels about this. I don't agree, man. I don't agree. I don't agree at all. Look, all happy that he won. That's a whole man right there. That's a whole man right there. You know what I mean? That was a whole man right there. You know what I mean? That's a whole man. But yeah, man, I just, I just, I'm not judging them. You know what I mean? I'm just stating my opinion. You know what I mean? I do recognize LGBTQ as people. They are human, regardless of their preferences. Okay. But I have to disagree with their representation across the board. And I believe homosexuality to be detrimental to our life existence. The world as a whole, but typically America is selfish and living out one's desires. Everyone don't necessarily have their communities and families in their best interest. You know what I mean? Let's think about why we were given reproductive organs and certain chromosomes. I always thought it was so we could reproduce and keep life and humanity going. Isn't that the reason? Because like, yo, what happens if it's just all homosexuals on the earth or all transsexuals? Like, how are we gonna reproduce? Like, we probably would die off or something. You know what I mean? Like, that could be like some far fetched like apocalyptic like thoughts or whatever. But yo, that's how I be thinking sometimes. Like, how can we even survive like that? You know what I mean, you know, I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Like, if my daughter ever joins a boxing team or whatever, and some boy who feels like he's a girl brutalizes her, best believe I'm gonna get on my Medea and whoop some ass, yo. Big facts, straight up. But anyways, I appreciate you hearing me out with this little rant, this little video. Um, I'm gonna figure out how to work the videos eventually with sound. And to all the mothers out there, to all the women out there, the hardworking women, every woman out there, um, happy National Women's Month. Um, it should be Women's Year. It should be Women's Eternity. Like, without y'all, there's no us. You know what I mean? So shout out to all the women. Love all y'all, except for the crazy ones, man. Y'all can stay where y'all at. You heard me? But yeah, let me hit y'all with a little something real quick and make my way out of here. You heard? All right, guys, I'm about to get up out of here. Like, share, subscribe. I hope you like the video. I mean, uh, like, share, subscribe. That's all I got to say, y'all. I'm gonna hit y'all with another one, a better one this next time. You know what I mean? Y'all have a good night. Peace.